Hello, my beautiful fountain friends. Welcome to Creepy Nibs. I'm the Countess, and we have no nibs today. No nibs. Nope, nope, not a one. We've got this beautiful mauve textured box. This gold foiled Japanese writing. Oh, there's some English characters. We got made in Japan. All that stuff. I wish I was educated enough to be able to translate this for you, but alas, I cannot. We have the Kuretake number 40 fountain brush pen with natural bristles. Exciting. This presentation, I keep the pen in the box, so like every time I pull it out, I'm like, it's like a little ritual. It's like, okay, first slide up the sleeve. Gently remove. Comes with this little tag on the clip. It's got some instructions that are also all in Japanese, but Google Translate picture doobly doo was plenty good enough to give me the gist. So that's nice. And it also comes with 3 of these Kuretake Pigment Ink Cartridges. So here we go. That's what they look like. I have one of these cartridges in the pen right now. I've been pretty happy with it. However, should you decide you don't want to use the cartridge, it takes platinum converters. So let us remove this beauty from the box. Beautimous. Absolutely stunning. All right, let's look at this gorgeous monstrosity. Here we have my fingerprints, of course, naturally. Because why else wouldn't we? We got, I should zoom out again. Yes. There we go. It's kind of skinny. It's a nice, good size. Not too long, not too short. Here it is next to a Lama Safari. In case you're curious, it's a little bit shorter than that. In Eco, of course, it's going to be shorter than that as well. Here's a Preppy. It's the Preppy Wa. I don't remember what the design is called, but I just got this yesterday. It's really good, but it's a Preppy. It's going to be good. Okay, so back to this. It is a brass body covered in matte black kind of rubbery material. Got a gold clip. Got the Kuretake logo there. Got nothing at the top. Got nothing at the bottom. Gorgeous. This is a gorgeous, gorgeous pen. All right, so snap cap. And what I've noticed is since this is manufactured with platinum stuff, can you hear that? It's got that spring-loaded slip and seal kind of doobly doo, like all of the other platinum pens that I have used. Here we go. Here is the brush tip. So like I said, this is natural sable hair. If you're not into that, Kuretake has splendid offerings in their synthetic hair. I have not used one except for this old one that came with an ink light. Do I have it handy? That's right here. Here we go. This one, I don't know what it's called. I don't remember. It's double tipped. I haven't really used it that much because brush lettering is not my thing. But I have been doing some doodles with it. It's been really nice for that. Beautiful. Look at that point. Goes to a really fine point. I'll do a little bit of, pen to paper testing stuff. There we go. Nice, really comfortable. It's a brass pen, but it's really light. So that's really nice. This unscrews. We have the cartridge inserted. I will show you that it will fit a converter. No problem. Oh. Oof. It's tight. It's tight in there. Bam. Just like that. Cool. So when this cartridge runs out, I will likely use the converter with some other ink. I haven't decided yet, but maybe we'll keep it black. Maybe we won't. These tips are replaceable. The whole section gets replaced. so you don't have to worry about trying to like push the hairs out, push it back in, be like kind of a nightmare most of the time. But I was looking on jet pens. This pen retails for $33, but the replacement bristles retail for $24.50 US. So you're really paying for the natural bristles. If that's a thing that you're super into, if that's what you want, if that's what you want to go for, if you're like experienced with Sable hair, I am not. But this has been an absolute delight to do stuff with. What else would be useful? I guess we'll show you this little watercolor paper. So you get some really nice dry. This is kind of crappy watercolor paper, so it's not. It's a lot drier on this watercolor paper than it was on like regular paper. I have some Tomoe River in a Hobonichi and a Leuchtturm 1917 that I've been using as a sketchbook. Both of these were, the sketchbook and the pen were incredible, wonderful, exciting gifts from Fountain Friend Dean. Shout out to you, you're dope, I love you. But yeah, here's the ink. It's pigment ink. It's really nice and dark. So you can get some really, really thin lines. It goes thicker, 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 thicker. You get some nice dry brushing. Here it is. I like wetted this side, so there's what looks wet on wet. It's not completely waterproof, but it's very water resistant. This I went over with Ferris Wheel Press Lady Rose. It didn't blow out. It got a little grayer, but the ink is still very there, very deliciously there. There we can see that pigment. Looks really nice. I really like this ink. I'm assuming that it would be also able to be used in like a regular platinum fountain pen. So if you don't want the cartridges for I don't know. It's your life. You do what you want. Here's chromatographies, wet and dry. So there's the wet. Nice thick, rich black. Really nice, really nice. Took a while to move up the paper, but that's expected with a pigment ink like this. And this is when I let it dry for about half an hour. So we see, oops. It doesn't really want to move. It'll pull up a little bit of that pigment, but so there we go. This is not platinum carbon black. That is what the chromatography looks like of that. So, oops. Oh, wrong one. Hold on. There we go. These are both immediate, but yes, very different. So in case you're curious, you think they're just like reusing ink and calling it something different. No, that is not what is happening. This is really nice. I love the way this brush feels on the paper. It's really yummy. Okay, now let's pop in to Sketchbook. We'll do Sketchbook first. You know, that's the more interesting thing. We'll get that out of the way. Out of the way. What am I talking about? All right, so here we go. This was done in my my beater Marmon spiral note, but I was actually happy with it. So I'm like, God damn it! Why do my good sketches end up going in the crappy paper? But there we go. These are all done with this brush pen, and a Pentel Aquash. I'm obsessed with these. They're super good. So I guess I can't say I'm super inexperienced with synthetic brush pens, but I never filled these with ink. It's just water. So like just for like a little blendy out here and there, and then like if you get it while it's wet, you can really kind of pull it out. But like look at that dry brushing. Those like quick strokes. Oh god, it looks so cool. It's so good. It's so good. I am absolutely delighted with this thing. I know people are very interested in seeing the artsy kind of shit that I do with my pens and inks and papers and stuff. So, but damn, here you go. This is all for you. But like that, oh, it's so good. It's just really a delightful experience to use. It's really nice and smooth across the paper. It's just and those like, oh, I can't get over how cool those like quick strokes look. Here we go. We'll bring it up a little bit. So yeah, like Mondo Impresso. I'm super happy to use this. I thought about just using it as like a water brush, just filling the converter with water and then not using ink or like just like dipping in ink, like a little palette like this. But yeah, I figured, let's try out the ink that comes with it, might as well. So I did, and I've been very, very pleased. Super, super good. Super, super good. And I didn't get any bleed. It's ghosting because Leuchtturm is kind of light paper, but nothing on the side. No bleed, nothing like that. Didn't like spread on the paper at all either. But this is pretty good paper. You're not gonna, or at least I have not had bad experiences with Leuchtturm yet. So that's super good. And gets kind of shiny, a lot like carbon black does. A lot of these pigmented black inks will do that. But like, yo, come on, so good. All right, now let's hop over to the hobo. We can look at the garbotastic kanji I tried to brush out. Maybe. But yeah, it's terrible. It looks like a child did it. Child could probably do better, and likely has many times over. But that's what it's the kind of stuff you could do with it. I've never like practiced writing Japanese, so that is not my forte. So let's I'm also not very big on brush lettering or like brush calligraphy or anything like that. I don't like the way modern calligraphy looks. It just gets, I don't know, that like little tiny smidge of me that is remotely conservative. It's just like, no, you don't call that calligraphy. That is just lettering. How dare you? Your Pinterest mom, blah blah blah. Anyway, sorry, no judgment. If that's something you like, you probably, it's it exists for a reason, because people like it. So let's go. You try real fine. I certainly need more practice with my line weight with the brush. Like whatever. Can I zoom in a little bit? So you can go really broad with it. So that's what it looks like after you go kind of thick. It doesn't spring back to a point immediately, but it only takes, a little dot and it's right back to super fine. You go real thin to real thick. Use the side of the brush real quick like that. You get those gorgeous dry brushings. Real good, super good. But like, it's so nice. It's so nice. It's so nice, smooth. I love using this. I'm sure the people who know what they're doing are like just screaming at the camera right now. Like, what are you doing? You're doing it all wrong. You monster. You're mangling that poor brush. Like, shut up. It's mine. I'll do what I want with it. Not that I would want to ruin it in any capacity. Like, look at how skinny those lines are. Well, bam. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just scribbling eyeballs. Oops, I did that completely out of frame. No, whatever. It's fine. You don't care. You're not here for quality. But like, this is super good. I can't wait to use this more. It's really exciting. So I can't say this is like a first impressions, but it is an early impressions. I haven't had it for like several years or anything like that. I am like absurdly careful when I cap it. So like I go real slow. Like, oh no, don't fuck up the bristles. Don't fuck up the bristles. And then there's a little resistance here. And it clicks. It's real nice. It's also, oh, what I should have mentioned earlier, it comes installed with this cartridge of oil that you could either wash out of the brush with a little soap and water when you get it, or you could just pop the cartridge right in and then just kind of go. You're gonna have lighter strokes in the beginning, of course, because it's clear oil in the brush instead of ink, but you know, it'll get there eventually. I didn't wash mine out just because I wanted to see what happens. I don't know if I have. Do I have what it looked like when I got it? Well, if I do, I can't find it. But that, you know, who cares? Whatever, it doesn't matter. That's anything else that I need? Should I show you a little bit of a little water brushy action? This water brush is a little big for this purpose, but since the Hobonichi paper is not very absorbent, of course, you just Tomoe River, it does that. You can like blend it out easier than you can on something like Leuchtturm or watercolor paper. So if you need complete waterproofness, maybe don't use the included ink. But if you want something you can kind of like pull out a little bit and still retain the darkness, you know, that totally works. See? What else would be useful information here? Can I like, should I write over it with a pen? Preppy, this has ink in it. Going back and forth over it with something wet definitely moves the ink around more. But I also had a pretty alright time just going over it once with a highlighter on different papers, so results may vary on this one. It's not super smeary. The tip has not picked up very much ink. Well, like I guess you can technically highlight over it if you're not scribbling. If you're scribbling, yeah. You see, tip gets a little dark. This is a Unipropus in Sakura. I love this highlighter. It's super good, super bright. Really nice pink. And you can see what you're doing through the little window. Like that. I'm going to remember something as soon as I finish recording. But whatever. I think this is going to be it for now. Let's go back to those doodly doodles. There we go. This is from my German expressionist hyper obsession recently. Got Cabinet of Dr. Caligari and Nosferatu like that. Oh, this does post. I'd be worried about the finish on it, but it posts very comfortably. But I wouldn't want to. I mean, I guess it doesn't. I don't need to keep it pristine. It's mine. Just use it. Show it love. Give it that wabi-sabi realness. But I still can't get over how fine of a point that gets. It's so light. It's so light. Okay, don't. You are happy with the way it looks. Don't fuck it up. Anyway, Yay! Kuretake number 40 Sable hairbrush fountain pen. Did I get all the words right? Is that what we're doing? Yay! Happy fun! So that was fun. I hope you had fun. This was fun. I love you. Thank you again, Dean, for these exciting artistic-y goodness-ies thingies. Yes, I love you. Punch Nazis. Goodbye!